Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This video is kind of crazy. It's a little crazy. So Mr. Beast is under fire again. It's weird seeing such a good guy persona on YouTube. Obviously we don't know behind the scenes, but such a weird thing seeing a good guy persona on YouTube come under so much fire recently. First, it was the whole Chris, or his new name, Ava Tyson, Chris Ava Tyson. I don't know if that's the actual, his actual name when he transitioned. But there was that whole issue with the comments he was making, I believe, on Twitter. Then there was the whole situation with him partnering up with Logan Paul KSI for the whole Lunchley thing. And now we got some even more serious things against him. And this is what I'm about to show you today. So basically, Rosanna Pansino, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I ain't. She's a very popular YouTube creator. I personally haven't watched any of her content. I know I've seen some collabs with her, I think with Markiplier, people like that. I know she is mostly a cooking channel, I think. I could have that wrong, but regardless, she's a very popular YouTuber. Seems like a very sweet person. She's been around for a long time. Here recently, she gave I believe it was a Telegram file and handed it over to the FBI. Which, if you're handing something over to the FBI, you know it's very, very serious. And apparently, this is chat logs and videos, gifs, things like that between Mr. Beast, his friends, and some of his coworkers. And a lot of things that are in this are, I guess, not the greatest things. Apparently, there's a lot of sexist, racist things in there. Apparently, there's a lot of very disgusting sexual references towards minors. And I'm just saying what has been said. I don't know 100% for sure. I'm just saying what has been said so far. But if it's true, obviously, then it's very disgusting. And I do have the video of the chat logs. It's like 7 minutes long. I haven't even went through it yet. So like we are gonna go through it. By we, I mean me, because I might have to blur some stuff out depending on what I see. But yeah, it's a very crazy situation. I just wanted to share some of it with you guys. One of the first tweets that was pinned by her actually was working to sort through the Mr. Beast company chat logs. Here's part one with a few redactions Discord handles. These are from a Telegram channel that Mr. Beast, John Smith in these chats, used to communicate with Chris Ava Tyson and other employees. Trigger warning as they discuss many inappropriate topics, especially for a company that targets children. She also went on later to say, I have reported what I found in my concerns to the authorities at the FBI. Hopefully they will look into these Mr. Beat Telegram company chats logs and other concerns. And then she even tagged YouTube and hashtagged Mr. Beast. Now, going through these, especially on Twitter, I was looking at all the comments. There was a lot of people that were saying, of course, that he was very disgusting, that they knew he was weird from the get-go, especially after the Chris Tyson situation. And then there's other people defending him by saying, oh, that's just a normal friends group chat. And I'm sure they say that because once you actually see what's in the group chat, it's a lot of just memes, honestly, just a lot of pre-templated memes. So that's basically why some people are coming to his defense saying, oh, that's any old group chat, which it is true. I've seen plenty of just normal group chats that has out of pocket things, but given the situation that has already presented itself with Chris Tyson and some of the allegations, it can get kind of risky. That's all I'm gonna say. And here I'll read some of the story for you guys so you can get the full, cover that's been out so far. Conversations around the allegations was revived on Sunday when YouTuber Pansino shared a more than 7-minute video purporting to show messages exchanged between Mr. Beast and his employees, including Tyson. Captioning the footage, Pansino, who made a name for herself baking on YouTube, where she has more than 14 million subscribers, wrote on X that she has also turned the message log over to the FBI. And I feel like another thing that has people concerned is whenever the Chris Tyson allegations came out and it got very serious, Mr. Beast made a public, I believe it was a public apology or public statement saying that he's no longer in contact with Chris and will no longer be making content or having any sort of connections with him slash her. That being said, these messages, that come out obviously show that Chris slash Ava is still very much a part of the group. And I guess that's what has a lot of people concerned. Pansina, who on Sunday also shared a YouTube video discussing details of the chat logs, did not state on X how she came to be in possession of the messages. Newsweek has contacted representatives of MrBeast, the FBI, and Pansino via email, and Tyson via social media for comment. MrBeast has an unlikely foe in Pansina, who has dedicated social media posts to criticizing the online sensation. She has investigated accusations of unsafe work conditions during production on MrBeast's upcoming Amazon Prime Video reality show, Beast Games, as well as other allegations. Pansino, 39, who was one of YouTube's first stars, recently told NBC News that investigating the allegations surrounding MrBeast has awakened something in her. I thought I'd maybe retire in a few years because I'm just in that happy place, she said in September. But it's really awakened something in me where after you hear all these stories and you see everything going on, I can't in good conscience do nothing. Stating that she has known MrBeast for around 5 years, Pansino told the news outlet that she had worked on a number of projects with him, including attempted business ventures. She also took part in 3 installments of the MrBeast Creator Games series on YouTube, which saw internet personalities competing for a cash prize. Things soured in October 2023 when Pansino publicly accused MrBeast of editing her out of the top 3 finalists in Creator Games 3. She has stated that she was hit with a storm of backlash that included death threats, prompting her to inform MrBeast that she would be deleting all of her posts and issuing an apology. The apology has since been deleted. Pansino said that her decision to publicly speak out against MrBeast has prompted a number of people to contact her and share allegations of their purportedly unfavorable experiences while working on projects associated with the social media star. I think that they feel that they can trust me because I'm one of the only large creators that has spoken up about my negative experience working with Jimmy, and I also let it publicly be known that I am going to start speaking up more and trying to hold people accountable, especially him and the people at his company, she said. So that is a lot that has transpired in front of us. Again, obviously, we haven't heard his side. No evidence has came out, so we don't know what really is going on. But apparently there are tons of people coming to her defense, coming out having their own allegations against MrBeast. So basically all we know and all we can say right now is not looking very good for MrBeast. Some of the things that people have pointed out are, for example, Ava Tyson saying, 11 years old birthday party, I was so uncomfortable, LMAO. People have, also again came in defense saying he's probably just uncomfortable because he just doesn't want to be there, he's bored or something like that. But then other people pointed out that the conversation before that was all about the group of friends playing basketball. There was no real transition between the conversations that was leading to what he said. The rest of the boys were just talking about coming over to somebody's house playing basketball and saying they have a full court, feel free to join us, all this other stuff. Somebody else said it's very cold. And then out of nowhere, Ava Tyson just said, just went to an 11-year-old's birthday party. I was very uncomfortable. And so people are saying, well, why are you uncomfortable? And so people thought that was very weird. And then after that comment that he made, the rest of the boys just went back to talking about basketball. So it was a very weird thing to just throw out there. Another example is a picture, which I can't show on here, of course. It seems to be 2 or 3 very political figures posing with a mother who has her baby. And one of the political figures is Joe Biden holding the baby by what it seems like is the crotch. And this was also posted by Chris/Ava Tyson. But the theme here is that a lot of people are just bringing up the point that Chris is just posting or saying all these weird things that are completely out of context. Another example is Ava sharing, it looks like a GIF or a video, it's only 7 seconds long, of Mickey Mouse with questionable woman anatomy parts on his body in sort of a weird monstrous form, followed by I love Disney World, and then another account saying I'm trying to ride that ride. And another example is Ava Tyson sending kids cartoon or childhood animated figures with male genital parts onto them. And this kind of has like a recurring theme. For some reason, it keeps being posted in the chat. Like here was another one with Wreck-It Ralph with the same thing. It's just very odd to look at. Another thing that Ava Tyson shared was an image of 2 characters from what looks like to be a kid's live action show in a very weird position that should not be on a child's show. But basically, there's just a lot more of content that you can find in there. I'm sure other YouTube channels have done more of a deep dive into the video. If you're really interested, you could look up, this situation on YouTube. I'm sure you can find some more channels talking about the situation. I was just giving a couple examples of what I saw just right off the bat. Again, it's a 7-minute video. I'm not going to go through the whole thing through every single message. But again, there's just a couple of questionable things in there. A lot of stuff against women, racist remarks, sexist remarks, and a lot of weird things that does have to do with children, minors. I didn't see anything talking about them talking to minors or anything like that. It was just a lot of memes that was very derogatory towards minors. But to me, that is still very weird. And again, I apologize, I can't share everything here on YouTube, so there's a lot of stuff I probably had to blur out. And if you guys want, I'm sure the whole video is up on Twitter. Twitter is a dumpster fire of chaos, so you can find literally anything on there. Again, I'm just not going to go through the whole 7-minute video, nor do I even need to look at any of that stuff. It's all just a lot of weird things. And of course, there's normal conversations in there too. Not all of it is very weird. And again, I haven't done a deep dive, so I don't even know if anything in there is incriminating enough to, put a case on Mr. Beast. But the whole situation in general is very real. It has been handed over to FBI. They're doing a thorough investigation through the chat logs, through the messages, seeing if there's anything weird about it. And who knows, maybe there will be. I mean, there's a trend of, for some reason, a lot of famous people getting famous, and then after that, some weird shit about their past comes out. That's really, really weird. It seems to be like a trend now. A very, very bad trend. There's a lot of eyes on Mr. Beast right now, and I guess we're going to see what comes after this. It's just weird that, this is like the second time in a row that things have come out against him. Very coincidental. So yeah, I guess we're going to see what happens. But that was basically it. If you want to see more, I'm sure you can go to Rosanna's own Twitter or YouTube, and she probably has everything talked about. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in another video.